Welcome to Sunday, 2:32 p.m. Starting it late today, but I mean, there's a few times where I do that, right? So, whatever. My sister is cleaning. While she cleans, I'm editing. I'm in the middle of it right now. I did what I typically do, and I did the bulk of it last night on Saturday. So, all I have to do is add the music, get the description down. I'm all set to go. It's a lot less work than trying to do everything in one day. Because I absolutely hate when I put that, overwhelming amount on myself for one day. It's too much. I like to split it up. Since last clip, I scheduled out my video. I went and cleaned my room and the bathroom. Cleaning does tire me out, so I don't always go too fast with that. Then, dinner time, so we had pasta with tomato sauce and bread and butter on the side. Now, we're finishing up Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm sad and excited of how it's going to wrap up. There's a tournament happening, so that'll dictate what's going to happen at the end. And then I made another bracelet for my mama because she liked the pattern style I was doing so. Because when I made hers was black with the wood accent beads, which she liked. But then when she saw what I was doing, she wanted what I was doing with the other one. So I made her one, and I know she'll really like it. It's so pretty. I'm gonna end up making myself one like this. So I'm gonna redo my first pinky bracelet and do this effect on it because it just came out so good. Oh boy, good thing I had a lid. I just dropped my juice. Anyway, after that excitement, all I was gonna point out was, yeah, I didn't finish my French gifts, but a good portion of it is done for this weekend. So that's accomplishment no matter how you look at it, because I did a lot. This, I didn't think I was gonna attempt for a while. So the fact that I got it done yesterday was like, woohoo! I got to show dinner, but let me show dessert. It's both apple crisp and applesauce together. So good. Well, I did manage to get the brim done on my next hat, which I didn't think I was going to do tonight. And I ended up ripping the yarn by mistake because when I was starting the brim, I was holding the yarn too tight, which tends to happen when it's been a little bit since I've knit, like a few days or so. So every time that happens, I forget the consistency of the tension I had before, and I'll grip too tight. Well, I fixed it, so then I got my brim done. Thank goodness. Already had quite a day, guys. It's Monday, and it's about 3:40. We had to get some stuff at Walmart. I definitely needed to buy yarn for one of my friend's hats because I didn't have her color, and I wanted to get the same brand yarn because I really like it, and I know I just enjoy it, and I'm going to try hand looming with it. So, what is it called? It starts with an M, but it's from Lion Brand. I really like that yarn. It works good. It works good on the Addy, but I'm going to try hand looming it with it too. And then got a pair of these. I was skeptical about them because they were $20 and I'm like, well, how good are they really? They're good. They're fine. Because me and my sister had a pair of black web Bluetooth earbuds and they were good at the time, but they were uncomfortable, and if you sweat, it would just get right in there. So I'm like, nope. These you don't have to even push in, nothing. You just set right in your ear. Very gentle, and I like them. They'll work great when I knit in the chair and just want to zone out, knit, and listen to music. So I'm excited. New pair for $20 should last a while. I continued with my hat I started yesterday, and I made good progress on it tonight. It's time for bed, as you can tell. I'm like, whoa, it's 10, gotta get my shower in and just go to bed. I noticed that when I'm knitting a pattern I'm familiar with, like a slouchy hat, I can pretty much memorize it. One thing that started happening was my eyes were getting heavy and they were falling down like this. And I wasn't quite in a sleep state. It was more like a daze. And I just kept knitting and knitting the pattern. And it's a weird feeling. You're in the zone, but then you're not in the zone because you feel like you could fall asleep any minute. I didn't fall asleep, but it felt like I could. Good morning, it's Tuesday. It's 8:30 right now. I'm up mega early because I just wanted to continue knitting. And I like to be up early, so when I can, look at me now. But yeah, gonna knit until I leave because I leave at 11:30. I start at 12 today. It's 10:55 and I finished knitting my hat, like knitting the rows. I still have it on the loom. I'm gonna tighten the brim later and then I'll officially assemble it then. I didn't think I was gonna finish my last few rows this morning because I started knitting around 8:50 something. And I don't consider myself as a fast knitter at all, so I was kind of surprised I got it done. I still have a half hour before I go, so it's like, wow, cool, because I finished knitting a little after 10, so I've been able to get my shoes on, eat breakfast, got my mascara on. I'm all set. I am back home, as you can see. It's 5:51. I'm about to get in the PJs. I really want to get out of these clothes. Today was okay. Like, when I came in, it started getting busy, but I think it was on the slow side earlier today. And then, when it hit later on, it started to really get busy. And I'm just glad I got done. I'm like, yay! We got a new system for our scheduling and stuff like that. So we even have a new clocking thingy. It looks cool. But oh my god. And a lot of people were dealing with this. My fingers were cold, so the screen wouldn't detect my finger when I was pushing. And it was happening to quite a few of my coworkers, so I wasn't the only one. The slider thing for our tags to clock in, it's not easily seen, and I don't have good memorization of it yet, so I kept missing it. Currently watching the new Hocus Pocus 2. I'm excited. I can't say anything, gosh darn it. But they're showing stuff we didn't get to see in the original. I'll say that much. Guys, I forgot to vlog for Wednesday. It's 12:56 right now, and I was laying in bed, and I'm like, oh my god. I didn't vlog at all. To have a quick rundown of what happened today. I woke up. I accidentally ripped one of my compression socks because I was prepping for a walk and I wear compression socks, as you guys know. I ripped it. I went to my mom thinking, oh, if we call up, maybe we can just get new compression socks today, like later today. Though it's yesterday now. And no luck, we'd have to order them and wait for them to come in. So I was like, screw it, if that's the case, let me just go online and buy some. I did get some. They'll come next week, but I did find an extra pair that I kept just in case that were a little worn out, but they're not completely ripped, so I'm going to use them instead. Then I went for my walk, watched my friend AD stream Dead Rising Off the Record, which I've been waiting a long time. Finally can watch it. It's really fun. Came back, I actually finished my friend's hat, so I got all three of my friend's hats done. I'm excited. So within the next week I can mail them off because what I was intending to make for them, I finished. There's a few more things I wanted to make for them, but I had to spend a lot of time making these, and I'm like, I'm sure they'll be happy with what I made them, because I made some extras, but when it came to the bracelets and everything, the hats, I just made 3 for my 3 friends. And then we had meatballs with mashed potatoes and country gravy. Country gravy. I didn't vlog that, but I wish I had because it was so darn good, but I wanted to say what I had. At least, because it was too yummy not to say anything. And I have to go right back to bed, guys. See you when I get up. Morning! Now, it's Thursday. Well, wow. Well, you know. I woke up, fell back asleep. Now I'm back. Welcome to Thursday. We are having oat squares, my favorite cereal. It was on sale. I'm excited. I decided to sleep in today because I felt like I didn't have to do anything mega early in the morning. Because on Tuesday, I woke up early and I did my hat. And I could have woke up early and did my hat with the yarn I like. This. I like these colors a lot. But at least, I got all my gifts done, and I felt like, you know what, Dana, I can sleep in. But after eating, gotta head to work and then come back. I don't know what I'll do. I do need to get a speed paint done, but if I'm too tired, I'll just knit again. And the speed paint will just be a little late, that's all. Back from work, it was good. I made sure I did my duty as a cashier. Like, ask what's on the bottom of the cart. Even if I see it empty, I will ask that. I will double check. And I was just on top of things today. And I got told I could grab a donut, and I wanted to so bad. I haven't had a legit donut forever. Like, I've had the box donuts you get at the store, but not like donuts from the bakery. Cause I don't know. I get nervous cause there was a few times I've had a donut that's freshly made, even Dunkin' Donuts, and those aren't freshly made, but, you know, when I get those type of donuts, they do mess with my gallbladder. Like, when I say that, I mean the pain. So I was like, let me not even start. It's weird I can eat McDonald's, but I think, you know, having apple cider vinegar helps a lot. You know, I try not to eat that crap. The only time I eat McDonald's is when Mom wants it for dinner. Every single item pretty much on that, like the burgers, the chicken sandwiches, the nuggies, they're so high fat. So it's weird how I can eat that when we do get it. Thankfully not every day, because then I'd have an issue. I do have to do my speed paint like I said, but I think I'll just save it for tomorrow and the speed paint will just be a little late, that's all. But one will be out. I'm still on schedule. Like, I still follow that beat, that flow of constantly getting one out, even if it's a little late. But I'm gonna make my pink fuzzy socks. I was gonna live stream it for my family and friends, whatever, whoever catches it, but I'm gonna do my first sock by myself first, and then when I know what I'm doing, then I'll stream somewhere. Who knows? I looked at my candy apple and I'm like, oh boy, I gotta eat it. Cause the candy kinda got messy. I took a bite. Thankfully, the apple is still good. I got so worried because I had licked the candy coating, and I was like, oh, that was probably a bad idea. I mean, it got the candy a lot softer, but I was so worried it got bad. It's still really good. Thank goodness. Currently, I'm making my fuzzy socks, and this is a yarn that works pretty good, so I can hold the camera and just show you guys. If I lose a stitch, that's my own fault, but it should be okay. Because a lot of people who do these fuzzy socks they make this thing that just clamps right onto this, and you spin it, and it goes like 1,000 miles per hour. You know I'm over-exaggerating that number, but still. But I'll get back to it so I can put my hand down on the machine. As you can tell, I don't have the chipper mood I had just in the last clip. I was having a ball on the editing machine. Socks are typically the easiest thing you can do on there. So I wanted to make my fuzzy socks, right? My pink fuzzy socks. And I was like, okay, I got this. It's going rather smooth like I've seen in the videos. Alright. And then it was time to use waste yarn. Well, I knew how to use that. And when I did my beanie, like one of my first beanies, I was like, okay, not too bad. Like, I did okay with the waste yarn on that. Well, because the yarn I used is fuzzy for the sock, when I did the waste yarn and then I started scouting out my loops, I'm like, oh boy, I'm having a hard time differentiating where my loops are and where to poke my crochet hook in, because the method I had found to help with the part that goes around your leg is to do a double crochet. So I was like, okay, that seems easy enough. I hate crochet, but I'll at least try this. That didn't go well. It was just really hard to find the loops on the waist yarn for some reason. On my beanie, it wasn't that hard. It was just easy to find, but I think it's because it was so fuzzy, and I'm not used to that. And it's my first time with the fuzzy yarn on the adding machine, so I was like, alright, well. Then I tried to do other methods to gather my loops, and there's one in particular where I thought, okay, well, if the waist yarn is bugging me, doing that, irked me, like crazy. Let me kind of do the gathered method with my waste yarn. So I used one strand and I gathered on my loops, and I was like, ooh, okay, these are easy to see and I should be able to pop my crochet hook in it. Well, no, it was like impossible trying to slip my crochet hook in the loops because it was hugging the yarn. And I didn't realize how fat my brown yarn is because it doesn't look fat, but it is, and it's like not fuzzy, but it frizzes. So I'm like, oh, this is not working. And I tried 2 other times and still a disaster, and I almost threw my knitting needle on the floor, which would have been a bad idea. So I'm glad I stopped myself, and I should have stopped doing this like hours ago. But I was like, stubborn Dana wanted to keep going. So what I ended up doing was knitting my sock one more time on the Addy, and I just left it there. And I went on Amazon and I bought 1/8 inch elastic cord. Should be thin enough so I don't have to cut it to make it thin. And then I can either tie a knot or I'll just sew the ends together when I get the elastic cord through the loop. So that'll be Sunday. It'll give me a nice little break on the Addy machine, and I gotta draw anyways, and I would like to do another hat, so I can do that in the meantime. Who knows? And I got bracelets to do. One of my coworkers really wanted bracelets done for me because I kept, showing them, and she was interested, so she commissioned me, so I'm happy to get those done over the weekend. And I bought new beads as well. So anyways, it's 3:49. I'm going to bed. This is the latest I've ever stayed up in a while, because I never like staying up this late. Good afternoon. As you can imagine, I woke up. Well, actually, weirdly enough, I went to bed late, right? It was close to 4. Then my body wanted to wake up around 9:45. Of course, I didn't get out of bed because I'm a lazy son of a gun. But I started getting up about 11:30. Wait, 11:30, 12. I think 12, more like it. And it's 1 now, so that makes more sense. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat. And then, I would like to knit, like always, recently. But I do gotta work on a drawing today. It's been a long later half of the day because me and my sister wanted tomato soup and toasted grilled cheese, so that's exactly what my sis did for lunch for us. It was yum yum. I forgot to show it. And then after that, I decided to work on this bead paint because I knew it was one of the things I need to do this weekend. I was originally going to do Legend of Zelda, but I decided to just draw my other character, Ame, as the water witch. My other one, Rosa, is a fire witch, so Ame's the water witch. And it's gonna stay sketchy. I'm not gonna do a clean illustration. I've been liking the rough sketch painty stuff I've been doing lately, so I decided to keep going with it, but I took a break now. I'm done for the day with it, and just gonna knit my own slouchy lazy hat with the pink and peach yarn, and then I can wear that all the time because I'm like, yay, this is mine. Okay, enough. But let me show you the dinner. It's French bread pizza tonight. Mom hasn't made it in a long time, so I'm excited. As soon as she said it earlier, I was like, yeah, that's what I want. She's like, well, I wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure if you're going to agree. And I was like, what? You know I love pizza. But anyway, she made it. And then we have salad. My bangs are a little funny looking today, so I tried clipping them back with this barrette. And alright, I mean, it's not the best style, gotta admit. And my bangs like to curl up like this because I used to have a cowlick. But anyways, didn't get to do my clip before I left, but as you saw, we went and got subs, and then after that we went to Walmart. I actually needed a couple things, but we mainly went there to walk. Yeah, that was about it. We got a mile in, and by the time we were done, it was about 3, so it was time to head back home, and we just got home not long ago. It's right now 4:40. gotta get my laundry in, and I do need to work on the speed paint, but I might try and finish my hat first, and then it really depends. I don't know. I know what I should do, the speed paint first, but I'm really motivated to work on my hat. Hi, Simba. Oh, you're so cute. Just a little fact about Simba, it's rare for him to want to lay on a lap. And I think it's because I have my Udi on. I took a break from my knitting just so he could lay on me.
I'm not liking
what a babe. Here's tonight's dinner, Italian wedding soup with fresh chicken and meatballs. And then we have a side of crackers and pita chips. I love Italian wedding soup so much. Okay guys, I'm going to end vlog here. See you in the next vlog. And yes, I did decide to work on that. Go figures. I picked that over my drawing that I need to do. But it will get done. So, I just really want my hat. Gosh darn it. I have eggnog and she filled it up to the top. And I'm like, when she said that, I got all nervous. Like, oh no, I'm going to shake and spill it, so she's holding it for me. And I don't know, it just got me laughing because she had to make sure that I don't spill it, and then I started laughing, so I'm like, put it up here. Alright, end vlog for real this time. Bye.